In Taiwan, you may occasionally see a troop of lads like these getting into a right state during temple festivals.
They're allowing spirits to come into their body and they're going to act very oddly. In all the time I've been in the Far East, I've only ever seen this once. It's a spiritual possession.
Bad Zhazhang is a cleansing ritual that involves the boys being possessed by powerful warrior spirits who scare off unwanted demons with their horn section and aggressive demeanour. They give the place a psychic steam clean. It may look like theatrics to the Western eye, but no one here doubts the gods are visiting today. But events at this temple just scratch the surface of the powerful and dangerous cross-currents that exist between the living and the dead. There is a hidden tradition in China of inviting the spirits of dead warriors into a fighter's body to gain supernatural protection and even perform special fighting skills. If it all sounds a bit scary, you may want to put the kettle on right around now. Sifu Cho is the leader of a Taoist sect that practices a mystical system called Shun Gong, literally God cultivation. These devotees are not martial artists themselves, but the gods that take possession of their bodies often are.
Why invoke the gods? In our practice, acquiring magical powers is mainly for self-protection. Just in case something happens, we can call upon the gods to protect us, to make us stronger. When they enter our body, neither sharp blades nor fire can hurt us. If a bad person tries to hurt us, we don't need to worry at all.
Invoking the gods to take possession of your body follows a strict protocol. To encourage a good turnout, the devotees provide a nice spread for the gods. But the food isn't for eating. The gods don't eat. It's the smell of the mortal world that excites them. Then there's a mantra, a prayer to the gods. And cash. It's the burning of incense, however, that gets the gods out of the bath and rushing downstairs.
Burning incense is like making phone calls to the gods. It's like paging them to come down.
Telephone.
There's a pool of gods on standby, awaiting the call, and each god has his own unique skills to offer to the devotee he takes possession of. All the gods seem to relish a bit of glass chewing. But the extremity of today's performance has attracted one god whose speciality is kung fu.
That bald man, his name is Wang Zhiwei. He's got a power. That god he invoked is called Master Fa Zhi. Mr. Wang has never practiced martial arts. You know, sometimes when a god enters your body, for him, it's like coming to a party. If the god is pleased, he will put on a show. When the gods are happy, they like to give a performance.
Kung Fu god Fa Zhu is clearly having a ball. There are some obvious health and safety issues with Shun Gong. But Sifu Cho is strict about terms and conditions for new devotees.
If a newcomer begins learning our celestial practice, we have rules stating that he can only invoke the gods in front of our shrine. He can't just go out to the hills or somewhere else trying to invoke the gods. It's possible that he may invoke demons or other bad things. If he does it in front of our own shrine, everything will be fine. Evil spirit cannot enter our shrine, for it is guarded with celestial generals and soldiers. They are protecting the place. No demons or evil spirit can come in. That's why practicing in front of our shrine is absolutely safe.
These kinds of stunts are more famously performed by martial artists using Qigong, a method of manipulating the energy of the universe. Qigong is also pretty inexplicable, but at least it doesn't involve the undead. Seafood Cho, however, has no truck with Qi.
What we practice is not Qigong. To master Qigong, a person needs to toil and train a very long time. We don't need to do all that. Normally, anyone who practices 3 days with us in front of our shrine should be able to master the powers to perform. Many people do not believe in either gods or ghosts. Our performances are proof that gods and ghosts do exist.
Despite Seafood Cho's confidence, don't go repeating anything you've seen here. You'll hurt yourself. Even as an undefeated Kali champion, he trusts his life to the supernatural powers of amulets. And at this market in Quiapo, Daniel offered some advice on how to avoid the tat and take care of your amulet.
Let me take you to this stone right here. Right here.
So these are the real amulets then?
These are the real amulets.
What would you use them for?
Okay, like this one. This one is used for fighting. Whenever you pray, you have to put this in the middle of your palm. And then always put this inside your pocket every time so that the amulet will work. When you buy it, it does nothing. You have to do a little cleansing with it first. You have to pray a lot, probably about 3 days before the amulet is actually be a part of you.
Amulets aren't just for fighting. Almost all of human experience can be modified with one of the trinkets from these stalls.
Okay, if you see this one, this is used for people who wanted to take your position. This is more like for envy. If you're a world champion, for example, somebody wants to take your title of you, they have to use this against you. But you should have your own amulet also to counter that. Okay, like for example, what I have right now here is a real stone. The only difference is this stone is from nature. This one is man-made. It is believed that the rocks that came from the mountains are the ones that are really given by God. Each time I fight in a tournament, I never lose. Not a single match.
Because of that?
Because of this. No one is allowed to touch this except me.
Why?
I bless this for over a week. I cleanse this, I pray with it, and I mean long hours of praying. If somebody else touches this, I have to cleanse it once again. If somebody else wanted to steal this from me, that's the reason why I have my second amulet with me. Somebody touches this, they lose their fingers off.
Daniel wanted to show one more secret of Quiapo Market. From under the counter, the supernatural weapon that every home should have.
Now this is very interesting. You know what this is? This is a crocodile penis.
That's a crocodile penis. How big was the crocodile?
Well, it shrunk already. All you have to do is boil this. You drink the liquid, and you'll get a hard-on for 1 week. So this is stronger than Viagra.
That could hurt. Now that could hurt. Natural crocodile penis Viagra.
I think.
Have you ever tried it?
No, and I don't want to try this.
It's going to hurt and it's going to ache.
I think so.
Hard on for like an hour is bad enough. Let alone a week. It's like being 13 again.
Just down the road from Quiapo Market, where smiles below the poverty of the shanty towns, self-preservation becomes a real issue, and streetwise fighters can go to extraordinary lengths.
I don't know if you're anything like me, but I've got a memory like a sieve, and you know those moments where you get into a bit of bother and you know it's going to kick off. You reach into your pocket to get your amulet, and you realise you left it in the bathroom this morning when you were brushing your teeth. Well, these guys have got the perfect solution. They insert the amulets into their bodies.
This shack, built over an open sewer, is the HQ and operating theatre of Haring Bakal, the safety-conscious group led by self-styled commander Emilio Nereca.
Yung mga may huwagang bato na yan, saka talisman. Ito naman, itong binaon dito, sakop na yung buong katawan mo. Pwersa naman siya ng lakas ng kamay